So I proved it. Eat the Tang monk's flesh and you literally never age or die. Then I'm just out here wandering the human world, and I stumble upon this handsome, frail little vampire. Fed him blood and garlic for 500 years, and he had the nerve to break up with me. A long, long time ago, the Tang monk passed through our mountain. Back then, I was just a little demon who'd been cultivating for hundreds of years. Starving, barely hanging on. Here, eat up, don't be scared. Thanks, I'm literally starving. My claws accidentally nicked a patch of his skin, and I gulped it down, right in front of that hairy-faced, beak-nosed monkey. He slapped the daylights out of me. And just like that, out of nowhere, I became immortal. But the Tang monk's flesh came with a side effect. Me, a demoness with big plans to wreak havoc, suddenly had zero desires. Like my heart was sealed in concrete. Like a curse that came with living forever. No matter what I tried over the years, I just could not shake it. At this rate, I might as well become a monk. Dynasties come and go, but this unbothered demoness, she stays. Then one day, I heard a castle outside town was home to a crew of vampires. Maybe some exotic, thrilling foreign flair could do the trick. So I put on my most innocent face and headed out to the wasteland outside town, and ran into a young vampire. Pale, lean, good-looking, rocking a blood-red cape. He said his name was Reno. Starting today, you are my blood servant. I am your master. Charmed. Name's Lingyun. Hey, that coffin for sale? Your blood in exchange. I was thrilled and happily stuck out my wrist. Even if this wasn't gonna break the Tang monk curse. That coffin was top-grade ebony wood, seriously valuable. Worth shedding a little blood for. He latched onto my wrist in one bite, blood spilling out, slurping away like he hadn't eaten in years. By the time he was done, I'd temporarily lost a solid 4 pounds. Reno lifted his head and looked at me, blood on the corner of his lips, those deep eyes of his absolutely glowing. The moonlight tonight is gorgeous. Like a curse, don't you think? Playing games with me. A done deal just turned into a scam. A little vampire thinking he could enslave a 1,000-year-old demon. I snapped my fingers, and an obedience halo dropped right onto him. Pick up the coffin, let's go. Reno's eyes went wide, and he hoisted up that coffin against his will. Looking completely humiliated, he still struggled and waddled behind me anyway. That's what we call bloodline dominance. One move, and you're under my thumb for life. I don't touch human food, and you plow through pounds of rice every single meal. We're just incompatible by nature. Then I held my wrist up in front of his face, and his eyes instantly went red. Tears of shame running down the corners of his mouth. Lingyun, do you have any unusual hobbies? Picking up strays, raising a freeloader, and just like that, another 500 years flew by. These days, Reno's identity is a university history professor. After class, the ever-charming Reno strolled out of the building, umbrella in hand, surrounded by a pack of bright, bubbly girls. Professor Reno, can you tell us more about the origin of species? They flocked around him all the way to the curb. The conversation slowly drifted from coursework to straight-up gossip. We heard you're with some rich lady, Professor. That's just a rumor, right? I was leaning against the car door at the curb, smiling, waiting for him. Reno had plenty of female students. I never gave any of them a second thought, until Yi Xiaoliu showed up. Yi Xiaoliu was a brand new freshman, beautiful and fragile, like a glass vase just waiting to shatter. My therapy office wasn't far from campus, and students came in all the time. Yi Xiaoliu was one of them. Her backstory was rough, abandoned at an orphanage as a baby with no clue where she came from. I could already tell her true form was a young fox spirit who'd just come of age, but I had no intention of telling her. Yet Yi Xiaoliu never avoided him. She looked me dead in the eyes and said, "Sis, I know he's your boyfriend." I ruffled her hair, thinking, people say fox spirits are born with the gift of seduction. That they love messing with men's heads. Total stereotype. On a snowy day, Reno and I were laughing as we got in the car. Just about to leave, and when I suddenly sensed something. A faint, fading demonic energy drifting over from campus. It was Yi Xiaoliu. She was soaked in slush, shaking from the cold. I brought Yi Xiaoliu home and found her some dry clothes to change into. Stay away from her. Being a fox spirit, Yi Xiaoliu had these gorgeous, deeply alluring eyes. Yet always distant and just out of reach. Full of this heartbreaking, fragile energy. Not long after, Reno broke up with me.